like you just said, Twitter is very good for fast-paced news and being able to select
Right.
what kind of things. It lends itself so well to the stock market as opposed to probably any other industry.
Yeah, but you got to do certain things you shouldn't do. For example, don't get into long conversations. Get sidetracked. I mean, you really, for example, TweetDeck is a very good platform to use, but tailor make that to your style. If you're trading a lot, you cannot be following all your friends. You got to create a little list and look at what's critical for you for your trade. Then, at the end of the day, go back and catch up with your friends and do your social networking. You just can't sit in a trade and chit chat.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably see me in my chat room. I'm pretty brutal about that.
Yeah.
When people get off topic,
They're gone.
they get tagged. Wait until a new chat comes up. With our new chat, we got yellow flag and red flag, just like soccer.
Yeah. Speaking of that, what is the sneak peek you're giving us right now?
Well, basically, the new chat is it's a reverse of what I went through last year. So, in a sense that not giving up chat, regular secure chat, and going to Twitter, in a way, we're bringing Twitter into our chat, all in a secure way. It's a social networking built in a secure chat room. Gives you access to Twitter, to Facebook, Yahoo IM, and AOL IM, and be able to push charts, sound, make it really a total social networking environment for a select group of people who are very serious about their trading.
So they can do this from any platform, cell phones.
Yeah,
because your chat room, you can only access it on the
Java.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Java. So certain platforms are not good. Old machines are not good, for example. We're going to get away with all that. What's happening is you can run on your Android, you can run on your iPhone, you can run on your iPad.
Wow.
Yeah, and all you have to do have a secure access to our website, and it takes care of it. We've written from scratch ourselves. It's in .NET format, so we're going to do away with Java. It also will be FINRA, SEC, NFA, CFTC compatible, which is that if you're a broker, you can't, or if you're licensed, it's read only. You won't be able to write to it. Well, and that's critical. We've had a number of requests for people coming in. For example, when we did a trade for Goldman Sachs, who wanted to be involved in that, but they were brokers, and their compliance wouldn't let them. So we had to refund some people. We did. We said, listen, if your compliance is not letting you to get in, you're not a valid customer for us.
Hey, it's really important for brokers to know what's going on with these trades and how to put them on, though, even if they're not doing it themselves. Right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to realize these days the ballgame has changed. It's totally different, footprint out there, and it's really information intensive, IQ intensive, if you will, of what you're looking at, what you're driving at. Before it used to be, hey, you call your friendly broker at Merrill Lynch and he'll tell you what to do, and you sit in a buy and hold position like AT&T or GM and IBM for 50 years and life was easy. Well, that's completely out of the window. I think a buy and hold has proven now it is way outmoded. So now it becomes really a commander rate. You get into a trade, you make your point, you get out. Commissions are low, everything is electronic, you have full authentication, I should say, and transparency. You know when your trade hit the Globex machine, when you're going to be out, or for that matter, if it's on NASDAQ or NYSE. And a lot of it is self-directed. So the know-how becomes far more critical now. The knowledge, the experience, and what are your indicators are looking at, especially indicators that other people are not using. Remember, if all of us use same indicators, there's no edge. So you got to go where there are no indicators. Those indicators are very rarely used. For example, what we use with put call. You see what put call signals have been. Well, the reason it works, a lot of people don't have it.
Yeah, so all of this will be integrated into the new chat?
Well, the put call is a part of the website, for example. You look it up on a browser because you can't really busy up the chat that much.
Yeah.
Just like I do now, I will call it out. And also, not just what the number is, but what's the interpretation?
Yeah.
How do I use it? What does this mean given the context we're in?
So the chat platform itself is pretty clean and basic, and a lot of people can customize it to their.
It's a browser. It's a browser. You can add your own Twitter. You can add your IM. Obviously, you can't send trades out there to the public. Okay, but you can talk in general, push charts, what have you. And then it's a way for everybody to manage their resources rather than have a chat and a tweet deck and a bunch of other stuff running. Mm-hmm. Here it combines a bunch of functionality together, and we just getting a server for it to load it up because we think, given some of the people who've looked at it recently from industry, there's a big application for that, especially with professional traders. And so we just want to be tooled up and ready for it.
When will you expect this to roll out?
We're in beta 1. We're in beta right now, which is for a few users, a few demos. Users have been basically moderators right now. We will be having, our goal is to be in beta 2 by fall equinox, which is September 22nd. That's next Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's usually in fall equinox is a key event in a marketplace. Mm-hmm. Some key reversals happen that day because the way everything lines up in the planets. It just turns out the cycle we're in. I was hoping that would be our release candidate. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's realistic, given the features I'm adding. And a couple of my programmers, they're just going nuts with me, but that's how it is. This is the Navy. They got to stay with the schedule. So most likely that would be a release 2. Get the HFT members on board on that. The actual production release will be beta 3. We're hoping to be late September, maybe first part of October. Remember, it's a journey. Yeah. It's not an easy problem. We're trying to take years of experience of things to do and not to do.
From a professional trader standpoint.
Exactly. I mean, it's data, it's charts, it's the tech context, and then you're adding all the new SOSNet environment, the social networking.
Right. So you're saying you're answering one of the questions people probably the newer traders probably ask you a lot is, how do you set up your screens? Which charts are you looking at and things? And how do you chat with people? How do you use your screen space? Right.
Pretty much, you'll have that, and we'll build some video how-to for it, just like we did with PBT, for example, or gold package for put call, so that people can come in. Remember, our model has been, if you're paying too much for education, something is wrong. Okay, so our model has been Home Depot, do it yourself. Now, how do we get there? Very simple. We give you videos of what we do. We walk through the screens and we record them live. We'll actually take some questions and answers at the end, put them all into a video, we post them into Amazon for high-speed download. Mm-hmm. So when people sign in, come in to use it, this gives them a chance to, okay, this is my checklist, this is what I got to go through. Or this is how Farry uses the tweet deck, for example.
Yeah.
In this case, basically what we're doing, Jeff, we're really building a little tweet deck inside of our chats. Mm-hmm. If you really think about it.
Yeah.
And then, at the same time, making it interoperable. That is, go across different platforms.
Yeah, or taking a next step into customizing it for traders, not just TweetDeck is general.
Yes, this is for traders, but also cross-platform. It goes interoperable instantly. Okay, where it could be instantly on. I mean, look at TweetDeck. How long it took them for them to put it on iPad, for example? It's still not working properly. Well, the way we're heading is going to be boom across all platforms instant. So it's a big task. It's not simple, but I think
a lot of people will be looking forward to it.
Well, I think also we have a good team. I think I've been privileged to work with some of the brightest minds in their own area, and I think one of the things that I've learned from years ago was to always surround yourself with people better than yourself. That's only, and it's for a selfish reason. That's how you're going to learn.
Yeah.
So by working with other critical people in their own area, and they don't have to be traders, but they got to be good at what they do, like what you do for me here, interviewing me, going over these things. You're bringing something to the table, Jeff, that other people don't have. And you can see it in MarketHEIST. Look how fast MarketHEIST have grown. Same thing in what we do with the chat. I brought in a couple of people who are critical, give them some freedom, and say, okay, guys, I can't micromanage you, but these are the things I need, and this is my schedule. Get to it. We were running a little bit late. I realized that. That's because probably I asked too much. But we'll be there. We'll be there, and we're going to kick ass.
Mm-hmm. So of the 20,341 followers you have today, I'm sure a lot of them will be interested in trying this out as fast as they can. How do they get on the testing or beta?
Well, with beta, we can't open it to everybody. We can't. No company does that either. You're going to get killed. What you do is actually, for beta purposes, we keep the size limited to a number that we absolutely need, 20 people or so. It's a pretty good sample size. If you want to be really safe, 30. Yeah. But then we have that out of HFT diamonds and what do you call it, the super platinum users. And we're starting actually from top down. We're giving the diamond people and PBT users first crack. Mm-hmm. That's after the moderators are in. Why? Because we value their input. We value what they're going to give us back. At the same time, we don't want to deal with somebody who's just recently joined us and really, even though that's important, but at the beginning, when you're starting a brand new momentum in terms of a new product, you got to really bring in people who've had experience with the products before that and experience with your website so that they can consolidate for you very fast. What are you doing right? What are you doing wrong? Where's the room for improvement? Right. As we grow that, as we go to newer releases, it's not going to be too many, by the way. I mean, because we really, let me tell you what happened here. This grew out of the need for the fact that we were typing too much. Between Yahoo IM and Twitter, we have 3 feeds on Twitter plus a general feed. Mm-hmm. We have four Twitter accounts, 3 closed, 1 open. Plus we have Yahoo with people on the floor of Merck that I interact with, which goes also through Pivot to a bunch of other people like Trade Monster and so on. But you put, not Trade Monster, I mean Future Monster and Option Monster. When you're dealing with so many people, so many avenues, you're going to get CTS, carpet tunnel syndrome. The reason this product was put together was that to save my right wrist and other right wrist, people who are typing too much, because that's where you feel it the most. So we'll start with the top end users, PBT diamonds, and push it down. But there's a rush to get out as soon as possible in terms of at least a minimum functionality where people can replace the existing HFT chat for this. Okay. Obviously, it won't be open to all the users. It can't be. But once we get it to where HFT is used for HFT every day, we'll probably provide some sort of a offer to get people in to take a look at it for a test drive. Sure, frankly, we haven't thought about that yet. Okay. More functionality. As you know, we're not a marketing company. Mm-hmm. We're a bunch of traders. So when we get there, maybe we'll put something together. We have no idea.
Yeah, you'll let us know on Twitter and your MSA list, your email list.
I will, sure.
Okay. No. All right, great. Thank you, Ferry. I think we're way over time, so look forward to having you again next time.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah. Have a good one.